And the Kings clear it back to center. Perreault now to Murray in the zone with a shot. Save, rebound, score! And we get a whistle, and now we've got Walker and Volpot. And Volpot with a right stuns Walker, but Walker comes back with a right hand himself when they both go to their knees. Marked by Murray, got it ahead, and here comes Vancouver to center. Lumley over the line, leaves it for Hedek and centers. They score! Bylsma to the red line, plays it into Matt Johnson, dropped it for the trailer, picked up by Bylsma for Nordstrom, moves in a shot, kicked out, score! Off the draw on the Vancouver end, Sillinger wins it from LaPerriere. Olin chased, checked by Matt Johnson. Puck picked up now by Sillinger. But away from the action, we've got a scrap. It's Brashear and Matt Johnson. This is a heavyweight bout. Matt Johnson and Donald Brashear. Johnson getting in his right hand free. He's knocked Brashear's helmet off. Two tough customers here. More of a tussling match now. They are on the far wall. Now Brashear getting in some lefts. Now getting in some rights, and they both fall to the ice. Now rolling around on the ice. Matt gets in a couple of rights, and they'll separate them.
Well, that was a good scrap between those two heavyweights. Matt Johnson off that lost face-off by the Kings. Finished. Olin, the fine Swedish prospect the Canucks have on D.
The puck controlled by McAllister. Clears up now. Kept in by Robitaille. Robitaille with a shot. Score! There it is for Luc Robitaille. His 400th goal as a King. And down the ice, this is going to be an icing call. Walker is going to go with Roman Volpot.
They had a fight, if you remember, in the first period.
Now Volpot, who's much taller than Scott Walker, trying to get in a right. He does. Walker, no worse for wear. Now Volpot with another right. Walker trying to get his right hand free. Now Walker trying to get an overhand right. Volpot with a right again. Now chopping Walker down to the ice. Volpot actually fell first. And then Walker with a final right on the top of Volpot's head. And they're separated as Volpot winds up with Walker's jersey and just throws it in the air. McKenna bumped by McAllister. A lot of beef between those two. Puck to the left circle. Craig Johnson feeds it to Stumple. Back to Craig Johnson. Looks in front. He centers. Stumple with a shot, but away from the play right in front of the net. We've got a scrap. McKenna, and is it McAllister?
McAllister 6'7", McAllister 6'8", McKenna.
How about that? I wonder how the air is up there. They're just kind of waltzing around. They now wound up in the goal crease, tended by McLean here in the second period, and finally they just kind of wrestle each other down. Not much of a scrap. Brashear now to the Kings line, stood up, checked off the puck, got a stick up high on Zamolik. Now he chops down Zamolik, and we're going to get a penalty.
Or work the puck down deep in the offensive zone. You're going to have a little more time than you will up top.
Kings turn it over, play it ahead, onside, behind everybody. Bure and Messier, Bure to Messier, they score. Unbelievable. They had two men out at center ice all alone, a 2-on-0 break. Bure to Messier, and the Canucks score a shorthanded goal. 3-2 Kings. Feeds to Stumple behind the net. Stumple now back behind the net for Robitaille. Got it back. Stumple now to Johnson. Score!
Used the angle to force Messier to one side or the other, and then just kept going on top of him, turning him into a turnover.
Here's Murray on left wing in the zone with Perreault. Drops for Perreault. A shot. Score!
This is the fourth goal tonight that he hasn't been able to see the shot come at him. A great job by the Kings breaking up the offensive rush of the Canucks at the blue line. They go into transition. Murray carries it down, drops it to Perreault.
Back comes Simplikoff. Score! The Perreault line is back out. They've got 3 of the Kings' goals tonight. Here's Glenn Murray to Simplikoff, to Perreault, into the zone, a shot. Score! The hat trick for Yannick Perreault. And we've got a fight out at center ice. Rob Blake is involved. But a hat trick goal for Yannick Perreault. Second hat trick this year. He's got 12 goals on the season to lead the club. 7-2 Kings. Stumple run at by Scatchard. He hasn't played much. Kings get the puck and come to center ice. Robitaille cutting to his right. Behind the play, Zamolik and Brashear are going to go. Zamolik and Donald Brashear. And the two of them wrestle each other to the ice. A very quick scrap here, and they'll be separated.
Well, how that started, Donald Brashear had finished Gary Galley hard in the corner. And this is the difference in the Kings team, or one of the big differences than last year, the fact that chemistry, people sticking up for one another. Doug Zamolik, who was already started up the ice, looked around, saw the big hit by Brashear, went over, and this is the message to Brashear that, hey, we're not going to allow that to happen.
Or I should say the Kings will move to within 4 points of first place Colorado. The Avalanche, a winner earlier tonight in Detroit, 2-0. Now behind the play, we've got Matt Johnson.
Big McAllister.
And McAllister, and this is all Matt Johnson. I think he stunned McAllister early on, Mike, and then he fell down, and the linesman came in quickly.
Well, McAllister got the first punch in at this fight. It was Matty Johnson right off the faceoff that wanted to get at McAllister. He really initiated this whole penalty. I don't think he's going to get an instigator here, but these two guys dropped their gloves. McAllister took the first punch, and I really thought he hit Matty Johnson right off the bat, but he lost his balance, ended up going down to the ground, and Matty Johnson was on top of him, had him down really at his mercy. McAllister at that time just trying to cover up, because really a situation there you get like that, you know that that player on top of you can swing the punches anytime he wants.
Now a pass tipped out to center, chased down by Craig Johnson, but he's caught by Lume. Centers anyway. Score! Luc Robitaille took the centering pass from Craig Johnson.
0-0.
Off the draw, Matt Johnson will clear down. 10 seconds left. Matt Johnson looking at Brashear, but everybody's going to make sure nothing develops. We get a whistle, 9 seconds left.
And Ian LaPerriere skates by Brashear and says something, and he looks at Ian LaPerriere as if he wants to get into it, but good call by the referee there. He wants to set it down. He knew Brashear is the one that's trying to instigate this. It's obviously a frustrating night for the Vancouver Canucks. You can understand why Brashear trying to get something going here. He's trying to feel some sort of positive about himself here at the end of the game. Matty Johnson, good presence on the ice, not to get involved early. I don't see how this benefits Matty Johnson and the Kings getting the scrap with less than 10 seconds.
Off the draw, Lume just circling at center ice, and there's the buzzer. The Kings win convincingly. They put it away with 4 here in the third period. 8-2 the final. The Vancouver Canucks have now lost a franchise high 10 straight games. 8-2 the final. We'll be back on the Los Angeles Kings Radio Network.
The airport on the curve. This is Mal Sharp, your man on the street for Shuttle by United. Your name is?
My name's Tom.
What were the penalties at the end?
You see a lot of these business travelers.
Penalties at the end?
They are accumulating
2-2.
flyer miles. Where do you think they're dreaming of going? Hawaii or Cleveland?
Hawaii, the big island? Yeah, you know, I mean, beautiful beaches.
What's wrong with Cleveland?
Cleveland, I mean, I don't know. What do they have there? What's up with Cleveland?
Yeah.